Hello, cheerful philosophers. Welcome to, what is it, Philosophy 340, Epistemology, or Justification of Reliable Knowledge, or something like that. I am Professor Logan, Shay Logan. I will be your instructor for this course. And this is just a, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you kind of video. And I also wanted to show you around your Canvas site. So here's the Canvas site as it shows up for the moment. It'll look slightly different when you log in and check it out. But there's a few things I just wanted to orient you to. First is that this Home tab is probably where you want to be most of the time. Occasionally, you're going to check on the other stuff for obvious reasons, but most of the time, you're going to hang out here in the Home tab. And everything in here is organized. Oops, I haven't uploaded the syllabus here yet. Oh well. Everything here is organized in a way that should make it easy for you to look around. So, for example, there's different modules, and you can expand the modules to look inside them, or you can shrinkify them using the little triangle thing there. And in each module, I've organized things by week. If the module has more than 1 week, which they all do except module 0. And then there are various either videos, this is a video, or readings, here's a reading. And associated to all of those activities are lists of questions. You can tell they're lists of questions because it says questions or sometimes reading questions. And then associated to each list of questions is a quiz. And so if you were to say, look at this reading, the Gettier reading, it'll show up with the Gettier paper there, which you can either read directly in your browser. If it downloads, there it is. You can read it directly in your browser if you would like, or you can download a copy and read it wherever else you find helpful. And then if you go back to the Home tab and look right after the reading, oops, so here's the reading, here's a list of questions. If you click on that, it pulls up a list of questions I've written. And then there will be a quiz associated to this list of questions. And the quiz will just ask you between 1 and 3 of these questions, randomly selected. You'll have 2 minutes to finish the quiz. And so if you've read these questions and answered them on your own and written down those answers, you should be able to just copy those answers into the quiz thing and ace the quiz. And I think altogether the quizzes account for, I want to say 25% of your grade, but check the syllabus to make sure that that's correct. Okay, so in addition to the quizzes, there's also a few other types of things you'll encounter. There are very short essay prompts. These very short essays are supposed to be at most 3 paragraphs, maybe 15 sentences total. They're extremely short little papers that I want you to write, and you will input your solution to those in what looks like a quiz, but it's really just a slot where you can copy and paste that written piece. Mostly I'm just going to be grading these by completion, but I will, for each of these, select some number of you and give you some feedback on your writing each time. So if you'll probably through the course of the semester get some feedback from me on like 4 or 5 of your very short essays. And the goal here is to just help you get better at writing by giving you some practice and a little bit of feedback. Okay, and in addition to the very short essays and the quizzes, we also have actual papers that you get to write. And so for each of the papers, there will be a module that looks roughly like this, where we have the prompt. I asked some questions about the prompt and a quiz on those questions just to make sure you're actually reading the prompt and not just writing some paper on some weird thing that's not connected to what I'm asking you to write about. I guess this doesn't guarantee that, but at least you'll know what you should be writing about if you do this. There's a spot for you to upload your first draft. There's a spot for me to grade you on whether you do your peer reviews, which you're required to do. See the syllabus for more information about those. A place for you to upload the rest of your drafts, and then a final draft spot. And each of the paper modules will look roughly like this. There's going to be 4 total modules in the class. well, I guess 5, there's module 0, module 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for modules 1, 2, and 3, there's a paper. In module 4, there's going to be a final exam that will also be delivered via a Canvas quiz. Of course, all of that's subject to change because who really knows how this stuff goes, and this is only my second time ever teaching well, third time, I guess. Third semester that I've taught a completely online course, and so I'm learning as well. If you have questions about the course, you should contact me. You should just get in touch. I have office hours listed in the syllabus. You should come by my office hours. Just send me an email and tell me you're coming by, because I'm not going to wait on Zoom for people to show up, because that's awkward. And yeah, in general, I think this should be a really fun class. We're going to be thinking hard about what it takes to know things. As long as you do the readings and do the writings I'm asking, it's very difficult for you to do poorly in the class. So just engage and be as involved as possible. And I think you'll have a blast and you'll get a good grade. If, of course, you stop participating at some point or stop doing the work, you won't. But it should be a fun time. So again, I'm Shay Logan, Professor Logan, Shay, whatever you want to call me. And welcome to epistemology. I'll see you around.